cakes. I can show you.
Well, you could show me the other farm that you work on.
I rained quite a bit. Yeah, I could do that.
I wouldn't mind that. Are there animals on the other farm?
No, but there's horses. There's There's basically farms / saddle. Actually, I can show you something that I volunteer at, which is the Lillian Hoffler Park.
Okay.
Which is not that far away. And then we'll double back and go down.
Let's do about 5K today.
Yeah.
So, you're the tour guide today.
About 400 meters before I got home, doing that little incline on the overpass.
Yeah. You pulled a muscle?
Lower calf.
Oh, wow.
And, it feels okay now.
Well, if you warm up slowly, that's the secret.
Oh, and I did.
Warming up slowly is the secret. But we should get this run over with before an hour's out, because it looks as if it might rain again.
Yeah.
Have you noticed
Hillary originally had a plan to be with her Elements cycling group.
Yeah. But they probably blew it off.
To the wind.
Yeah.
And then online, the ferry.
What about the riding in the rain? I guess that's no fun, is it?
It's not fun, but it's still doable.
Yeah. Just means you have to wipe the bike down.
She had everything set up.
You have to wipe the bike down afterwards. Are we going where those kids are going?
Well, on this side.
On this side, okay.
It's only for a short look. This is where I volunteer for invasive species.
Oh, yeah?
Plants.
Oh, okay. So you pull up the Scotch broom.
This one doesn't have Scotch broom. Ivy. Himalayan blackberries.
Yep.
And the other one.
What's the other one?
Daphne.
Let's go in the cycle trail, on the cycle path. I managed to stay dry coming here.
Back, I'll show you this Blue Heron Road.
Okay. Lillian Hoffler Park.
It was originally Lillian Hoffler used to own it. I can take you right to where the tree is, a heritage tree. It's got a name on it.
Do you have any pets where you live?
No.
No. We have a cat that's getting really old. Hello, dog. It always pays to be friendly with animals. Otherwise they bite you. Or they think you're aggressive.
If you love them, they can feel
empathy.
Empathy.
Yeah. I wanted to tap your mind about...
That's what Hogan's Heroes was all about.
Empathy?
They loved them so much. They always wanted to come, dogs who were basically security dogs, wanted to come and kiss them and hug them.
Hogan's Heroes?
Hogan's Heroes, yeah. Old show I like to watch.
Was that when they were prisoners of war?
Yes.
Yeah, I remember that.
Okay, walk.
You decide when we walk, okay, John? Shall we go this way?
Yeah, this way to get to the tree. What we've been doing is this whole path. It's really hard to get into.
Yeah.
So we're getting rid of the weeds and chopping some of the trees down.
Okay, so this is where you do your...
And now we finally got the permit. We've got the legalization as stewards, and I'm a member at large.
Yeah.
Before, we couldn't come in here unless there was the group leader, who's also a volunteer, to be here with the group, which is Wednesday afternoon.
Look at that blossom.
Yeah, cherry or something.
Or maybe apple.
But now, since I'm considered a steward, we got it set up. I can come anytime I want.
That's
I
great.
always bring a plastic bag and a clipper, take out garbage.
Yeah.
And I have a pink ribbon roll if I see something and I know it's something that needs to be removed soon,
You put a ribbon around it.
I put a ribbon on it.
And then somebody else comes and evaluates.
Somebody else comes,
and
not
says,
evaluates.
Well, they
Pulls
might
it out.
say, "No, we'll leave it in," or they might say,
This is brand new.
"They put some more gravel in."
Right.
What's this,
Oh.
pea gravel?
Oh, and they come and grabbed, because we've got 2 stashes of things that need to be removed, because we just stashed it, so we can remove it right there.
Oh, yeah. So that's where the truck can back in.
Yeah. And the other one is for the...
Average pace 8 minutes 6 seconds per kilometer.
We didn't look at this tree. And those ones,
Oh, this is the heritage tree.
yeah. And they're going out.
Let me take a picture of the sign. Western red cedar was designated a heritage tree by the Director of Saanich, the District of Saanich, North Saanich Heritage Advisory Commission.
And this one, the one
Auto
tree
car.
goes 3, 4, becomes 6 main ones, and then a 7th.
It's hard to get a picture of the whole tree because it's so massive.
You can do it from down there.
Yeah. I could do it from the quay here.
This is pretty good.
No, the other side of the barrier is better. I'm trying to avoid the barrier. That's pretty good.
Okay.
Auto car.
All right.
What we're doing too is we added to the trail. You know. Go this way.
Hang on, let me just put the camera away. That's the trouble with all this gear. Gloves and camera, you really have to keep stopping every now and then.
What I realized, and the lady is telling us, she's like retired ecologist, is like unbelievable what she knows, is the timing of the year to pull things out.
Yeah. All right, you lead. You lead, I follow. You do more biking than running nowadays, don't you?
I just start running.
You probably do
Last week with you.
much more biking than running.
Let's go this way.
Yeah.
Actually, no, so we just gotta make sure.
Is this where we came to last time? Where we took that picture? Oh no, we were over on that island over there.
Oh.
You're confusing me. All right. So you're an expert cyclist. How important is the bike in triathlon? Is it more important
It's
than
the
the
longest. What takes the most amount of time.
run? So you spend more time on the bike than anything else.
Yeah. It's approximately half of the 2/3.
So the shortest event is the swim.
Yes.
Yeah. And then it's the run
The run.
and
Well,
the bike.
basically when I didn't do triathlons, I did duathlons personally.
Yeah.
5K run,
Yep.
like 25 minutes-ish.
Yep.
40K bike, an hour and 10. And a 10K run afterwards, 50.
Yep.
So it's 25,
That was how
110.
fast we ran those days.
110, and 50.
Yeah.
So it's not half, it's 40%.
Unless you're a really slow marathon runner,
What's like
7-hour marathon.
20, 45, and 35, something like that.
So how much time would you spend on the bike in a triathlon? In an
depends on the
Ironman?
Ironman,
Yeah.
6.
6 hours on the bike?
Let's walk for a bit. What we did, it took like 2 years to ask the city and system for garbage year because it wasn't before at all.
Uh-huh.
The garbage bin. So cross over.
I think I might get wet on the way home.
You can't lock the bike in the bus, can you?
Well, I can, but
That's 72.
by the time I catch the bus,
It's every half hour.
I've been sitting around waiting
Well,
for
here,
it.
I know the schedule. Here, the bus going south is at 5 minutes after each half hour.
Okay. No, I'll still go on the bike. You know why? Because I log my workouts for the whole week, and I've already entered
Hold on.
that I'm riding
Just let it
that.
feel, I feel it. Not a twinkle, but a little
The twinge.
twinge, yeah.
How's your heart? It's pretty
Fine.
good, I guess.
It's me breathing so much, and my lips and mouth get so dry.
Yeah.
So I gotta remember before I run to basically put that biotin mouthwash in.
It's probably
that
a good idea.
Really
yeah.
moistens.
But you got to remember, I've already been out for an hour. Took me an hour to get here
Ooh.
on the e-bike.
Oh, I really feel the cactus.
This is a nice trail.
That's the very, very low part of the cactus. Well, there's so
Time
many.
10 minutes. Distance 1.17 kilometers. Workout average pace
So
8
many
minutes
bees.
27 seconds per kilometer.
It's unbelievable.
These are all invasive species. The ivy.
Ivy,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
And
if
they
you're
kill
cycling and you come to a hilly section, do you coast on the downhill?
No.
You keep cranking?
Oh, yeah. Especially if there's another little incline. Let's walk. So you can go this way
Yeah.
to the school.
So this isn't really a running trail, it's too short. But it's probably good for walkers.
A dog walker.
Yeah, yeah.
And here's a
Bit of a Bob Reed trail.
goat trail.
Yeah, you remember those races we used to do at Thetis Lake?
Yeah.
Wow, they got us going all over.
And very confusing.
Very
And
confusing.
This morning at Hatley Castle.
Was it this morning?
Yeah, at 11 o'clock.
Wow.
And it's actually the Hatley Castle's
It's probably happening now.
25th anniversary.
It's happening now, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Well, the weather's going to be a little worse
And also
than us.
the cross-country Bear Mountain race
Huh?
is this weekend, probably today. Including, when I looked at the pictures in marketing and advertising, it's like one of the it's one of the cover pages
Yeah.
for the newspaper. Automatic. He's like right in front off the start.
Is that the...
Unbelievable. Cross-country.
yeah, I saw that picture in the Sanish News, I think it was.
Yeah.
Craig Odermatt.
Craig Orbett.
He looks kind of strange, doesn't he? He's got very narrow shoulders,
And very thin. Why?
but he's a very good runner. He runs like...
Why waste your weight on some
Exactly.
muscles if you don't need it?
Exactly. He doesn't have any upper
And me,
body.
it's all over except for my central core, which I've been really working on.
Yep, you need a good, powerful set of lungs and heart, diaphragm.
I'm even okay without too much pain. It's not lifting off the toe. Just going flat, flat, flat.
I noticed it's quite an efficient little stride that you have there. Keeps you ticking over. It's like being in a higher gear on the bike. I tend to plod and you tend to spring along. Our muscles, our leg muscles must be almost opposite to each other. I've probably got a lot of slow twitch and you've probably got a lot of fast twitch.
Show you this. See, here's another trail that connects
Yeah.
to that one.
Well, this is the highway up here.
And across the highway is John Road that we're going to.
Ah,
And this is the place where I go to and actually cut every year in early spring all the Himalayan blackberries.
yeah.
And this path here that I made is to collect this section of Himalayan blackberries. And here too,
So you've cleared this area.
I cut it. You can walk. See, next time I come, I'll clear that out and throw it. 'Cause the sun, it's like unbelievable.
Yeah, it must
How
be
much this
really
goes
good for
all?
picking. When I saw you that day, you were probably walking over here to pick blackberries. Because this is the back of the school, isn't it?
So turning right and taking this track.
The one down by the gate here?
Yeah. Not by the gate, like right away. Sharp right.
Got it. So,
At the end of this trail,
yeah.
by the church, is a great place for Himalayan blackberries too.
I was going to say, you showed me all the best places for picking blackberries.
I think I still have some frozen from last year.
Do you put them in your smoothies?
No, we don't make smoothies.
No.
Add it to cereal or porridge,
Yeah, I like porridge.
something that kind of, or put it on top of pancakes, that.
Yep.
A little bit of
I guess all the routes around here have to end up back at the bridge, otherwise how else are you going to cross the highway? Puddle, unavoidable puddle.
Imagine this.
Yeah. More blackberry picking.
Time 15 minutes. Distance 1.77 kilometers. Workout average pace 8 minutes.
The best spot is blackberry picking. Right here in the absolute best. Come to this corner, and you can lift the gate to open.
But is this part of the school grounds? Yeah, I can see that.
Right there.
Along there is good.
Unbelievable, yeah.
Unbelievable.
And the dip, or where the water runs,
The ditch,
yeah, that's fine. It's a little bit of an elevation.
So it drains.
Well, not just that it drains.
It gets
You
water.
can step on it.
Yeah.
You can go and get some.
So let's go back to the crossover. Unless you got something else on this side to
No,
show
we
me.
can walk this grass. Since this has, let's do it. I've never done this way. Usually I go that way.
Yeah,
We can
okay.
go this way.
I guess it's not going to be too wet.
This is better.
Easier on your feet. Maybe you need some new running shoes. How often do you buy running shoes?
Well, I haven't been running in. Even though these are running shoes,
Yeah.
I find a really good deal. That's it. Totally different. And even as finding bike shoes, only 2 of the 10 or so cycling companies that sell bike shoes, that have bike shoes,
Yeah.
will fit.
Left or right?
Right.
Right. We're heading for the bridge?
Yep. Go off for a cup of coffee to run with, or a hot chocolate. Turn right into the parking lot, and then left after those cars.
Doesn't look as if we managed to miss the rain altogether. But still, this is BC. You're going to expect a lot of rain, eh? Yeah, it's always safer to walk. So that's confusing.
Over that bridge, if I'm walking, I feel it.
Yeah, you feel it move?
Look at this.
Yeah. That's bad for cycling, eh?
For cycling, it's fine as long as you stay right.
Yeah.
For cars, if there's a car beside you and you're cycling, you better not stay with them. Because they're going to veer.
So you live just down there, don't you?
Yeah,
At that corner.
that corner, yeah. Oh, here too is good blackberries. And I come and chop. So no cyclist can get scratched
By the thorns.
Oh, I got so much time. I like this. When I go to the farm, I bring my thorn clipper. And here, I cut some of the thorns.
You're doing a public service.
Yeah, access this. Being okay with cyclists. And here is fantastic. It's like impossible to get in.
Yeah.
Down there, on that part of the middle path,
Yep.
is okay. But it's facing sun, in places to get no shade.
So I'll have to remember this little section when it's blackberry season. Mind you, there's some pretty good places near where I live as well. Around Rivet's Bog
Yeah.
and Broadmead. Do you remember Mike Ellis?
Yeah, I actually saw him the other day, yeah.
I saw him quite recently. He still does a lot of cycling.
He lives on Emily Club.
That's right, Foxborough.
Yes, yeah.
The Foxborough Estate. It's amazing how quickly the weather changes, you know. When we left, it was beautiful, and now look at it. Hello.
You guys getting the show?
Are you planning to take me to Magnon's farm?
No,
No?
the other one.
The other one.
So we're turning right, sharp right, sharp right. All the way past. Right around your 8K start.
That's the Sandown Raceway, isn't it?
Yeah. Now it's, well, this way, yeah.
Did they do anything about opening a casino there?
Nothing.
Nothing?
That we heard of.
They were going to. I
Well, originally there
remember.
was a Costco also.
Yeah.
This.
I remember finishing the Land's End half marathon here, and I ran in the last little bit from the farm to the end with Rhonda Callender.
Oh God.
We know the same people, don't we? Rhonda and I were always just that close when we ran together.
And generally speaking, like Sean Cunningham,
Yep.
I was always slightly faster than him. It took me 5 to 7K to catch him.
Yeah.
I say, smell you later. He goes off to start way really hard.
I remember those days. We always used to go hard. Always. It was it go hard or go home. That's what they used to say.
Good warm up. And a couple sprints before 1 minute to go.
That's probably a smart move.
But then you want to be right in the front, but you can wiggle your way in as you're warming up.
But you know the Kenyans, they train really, really slow. And then on race day, they kick it up 2 notches, not just 1 notch.
Like twice as fast.
Well, instead of doing, they train at 5-minute kilometers,
Yeah.
and they race at 3-minute kilometers. You know, they just broke the 5K world record. 20,
It's probably those shoes that are now legal to
Yeah.
race in.
I think it was like 22 something for 5K. Can you imagine?
22 something? No.
No, 12.
Base
12,
had 18.
12 minutes.
1854.
Yeah, well,
Or 1850, low 1850s.
that was the record for the 5K.
You know who came in second? Forget who it actually was. Somebody from Vancouver, I think. You know who came in second?
No.
Hold on a second.
Ultimate.
No. It's a really good triathlete. Oh. Started to do short triathlons, not an Ironman.
Whitfield.
No. Hold on.
I don't know too many triathletes.
And I know his dad because his dad is the one who basically coaches and trains Team West Coast on Tuesdays.
I can't remember his name.
I'll think about it. And he finally, every time I saw him before, so I've known him like for like 10 or 20 years. And then he's dating the same girl in there. So every time I see them, I basically do this.
Yeah.
They're finally married. We got invited to the wedding. But couldn't go because I was in Edmonton visiting my mom.
Is he an English guy, an expat? Or was he Canadian?
pouring here.
Yep.
Oh, I can't talk and think of something.
Oh, the rain has stopped. How nice.
McMahon.
McMahon. Yep.
His dad, Bruce. He's a pretty good runner.
And then Steve Baker.
I gotta remember, I'm not bringing a computer or a laptop or a smartphone or anything with me.
Yeah.
I should not wear reading glasses. You just get wet and foggy.
John Road. You were saying that you worked on a farm on John Road.
Yeah, absolutely. And then to get over to my house, you can cross the highway and go to John Road where I show you those blackberry corners.
You reckon it's safe to cross the highway?
It is, as long as there's no ferry.
All right, well.
All you need is half, and then you wait in the middle, then cross over.
This is where Rhonda and I kicked it in, from here. She was a nurse, I think, Rhonda.
Yeah, and she's been with...
With who?
Christopher Paul.
Oh, yeah.
Not Paul Christopher with Wayne.
But Christopher Paul. Okay.
And they're both pretty good at time trials. Usually one or both are there every week to do it or volunteer.
Where do you do the time trials? On the highway?
No. Lockside. At Callista Park.
Yeah.
But they changed the route. They changed the start just a bit off. Basically, Callista Park to the first main road,
Yeah.
which is where the waddling dog is. You turn right.
Yeah.
Then you turn right. Then you got like two parking lots. You really got to be careful. Then you turn right onto the highway, all the way to not Beacon. What's it called? All the way
First Avenue?
to the airport. The airport turn. You basically do a right turn and a right turn back down Lockside. You're doing that twice.
I know you cyclists used to do Hunt Road
and
a lot.
And that highway part
Yeah.
to get to the airport, even without pedaling, I go like 6 kilometers an hour. I got to put on the brakes and change my gears for the very sharp right turn because you got to stay on the bike lane.
Yeah.
There's somebody there. If you're off the bike lane, you get disqualified for that day. So this is it right here.
This is where
Where all the tarp is.
Yeah. That's the other farm you work on.
Yeah.
And what do you do here? Just manage
Carrots.
the carrots?
Hard lettuce like
Romaine?
romaine and stuff. Yeah.
But not iceberg? Do you do iceberg as well?
No.
No.
The guy that owns this doesn't live here, and he actually also owns that property. And
Yeah.
the guy that's there is unbelievable. He has his own small businesses, and he manages the most expensive property here. It got sold for $19,000. Apparently, tells me somebody from Alberta. It's only
19,000?
19 million. So 19 million, and basically it's unbelievable place.
Yeah.
And he's there just to make sure everything's okay, not clean or anything like that. Just make sure the alarm is still on and all that kind of stuff, and maintenance of the yard, etc.
And so who lives in that house? Is that the guy who owns this piece of land?
No, right here.
But that nobody lives in there.
No,
right?
nobody lives.
It's
No.
like a shop.
And that's a big yard for sheep that she had before.
Yeah.
And this is just grass.
That's more like a market shop, isn't it? You could
Oh,
sell,
and behind.
sell the produce from there.
No, over the door. No, don't sell produce. Just from my garage once in a while.
Or
give it
what
away.
happens with the produce that comes out of the ground here? The carrots? Do they sell them to the supermarkets
No.
or what?
Take him home.
Oh, they're just for
I take him
local
home.
consumption.
Or if I see him, I give it to him. Ask him if he wants some.
So they're not really a commercial
No, none of it is commercial.
operation.
No. Oh, and here's where the lettuces were.
Yeah. That
That's
looks a
kale.
bit like kale or
Or something.
escarole.
And the best is this kind of tarp that you get for free and black side up.
Yeah.
And so the wind doesn't blow it away.
You got the wood on it and the pallets.
Put some wooden pellets in, yeah. And that's what you use on top of the soil after something is rooted.
Yeah.
You put that on the soil, and no weeds will grow
So it's like a
between those.
mulch.
So it's basically cedar pulp mulch. And this is interesting.
What are these things?
Somebody told me what they are, and I have no idea.
Maybe it's for feeding animals.
You would think.
No, they don't look very animal friendly, do they? They're like eggs,
Pretty much, yeah.
like pods. Yep, let's get back before it
he's
starts
not
to
here.
rain on us again.
I'll show you what the back looks like.
All right, you show me.
There's a motorhome, like house, and a garden shed.
Well, the good thing about being with you, John, is everybody knows you, so they're not going to call the cops and say there's two strange-looking men running across the field. They're going to say, oh, there's John with somebody else.
See, there were sheep here before,
Oh, yeah.
and there's a wasps protect.
What?
Well, right here, this green thing.
Oh, is that for killing wasps?
Green wasp, yeah.
Wow.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah. Keeps this hay
You know what's
dry.
here wild? Guinea fowl. They're unbelievable how they look.
Yeah, they're like little chickens. And there's a hen house at the back.
Oh, it's a motorhome. Like,
No, but that one there that looks like a hen house.
could be, but there's a fridge in there. And here's a.
Auto cost.
Yeah.
This is because the whole. That's where we feed them.
The sheep.
Workout resumed.
All right.
Oh, she put that up.
Yep.
Different sheep.
The different breeds of sheep. I must admit, when I come running with you, the routes are always very, very interesting.
Yeah, well, that's what I like to do too.
Snaky, they snake all over the place.
I did my own route.
Yeah,
I basically went to Manon Farm, but stayed on that road and doubled back
yeah.
because I got all the way to Mills. Then on the way back, I'm there. Oh, this is a little bit of a trail.
Yeah.
I went in the trail. It's beautiful. Lots of people doing dog walks. It's not a professional trail.
Is that like the airport loop or something?
No.
It's
This is
like,
good, too. You can turn left to get to the main road, or you can keep going straight.
I
west
remember
side.
the half marathon, we used to cut across a field there. We had to run on this track in between two fields.
30 minutes.
Oh, just for the add-on for distance, I
For
guess.
the add-on, for the, exactly.
33 seconds per kilometer.
So now we head for the bridge and then home.
You know what?
But,
I can still feel it in my calf when I fast walk.
all right.
I think that's probably stretching it.
Well, you're using different muscles when you walk, that's for sure.
And I'm gonna use the roller.
The foam roller.
Well, yeah, Hillary's got a foam roller and the handheld roller.
Oh, the little, like a rolling pin.
Rolling, yeah.
I remember, what was it now? The half marathon. I think I did that one in something like 1 hour.
That was in the fall, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was before the first marathon that I ran. And I think I ran, it was definitely sub 2 hour. It was like 1 hour 45, I think, for the 21K.
You mean 21.13?
You and your facts. That's one thing you've never forgotten, eh? How to
Numerically
calculate.
speaking,
You're still as
I
numerous.
remember once I don't know if I told you this. I always keep coming up with these ideas.
Yeah.
Like there's a couple of horses in here. I want to go, "Ah!" They look up. If I walk,
They can call them
they see a
over.
different color. Like this won't work well, but if I give them the yellow, they'll come up and try to smell and see.
Yeah, they're very curious animals.
When I was a volunteer for the Victoria Brain Injury Society, like about 3 or 4 years ago,
Yeah.
I was there because they wanted to do the run walk TC 10K. It was
Yeah.
about 5 or 6 of brain injury. So we came up with a group. And that was the coordinator. I was there, I think it was Wednesday, from noon to 1 to be with them. Then somebody else shows up once and asks, John, how many times have you done the Times calling this 10K marathon? I spent an hour and a half telling him, or explaining it to him.
The marathon is
I know,
not a hot
exactly.
10K.
the Marathon Victoria is this time. I did it 3 times. This is my best.
Yeah.
There's also the Nanaimo one, which I want to do. Oh, and I've done the one in this kind of crapola.
Yeah.
I should have said, I've done it 7 times. You want to know? See, now I'm getting better. You want to know why? Second sentence. You want to know why it's not called a marathon? It turns out most people call a running race a marathon.
Because everybody says what?
My bad.
What
We'll do the crossover?
No,
Or
let's
bridge?
do the bridge.
Okay.
We could do some more running. And